I'm going to share an active sensory meditation. So this is something where you can follow along at home. You don't need to look at the screen. Nothing's going to change. Just listen. Ideally, you're sitting outside or standing outside in a natural area. But this also works. I've done this before sitting in a hotel room, looking out the window, and just gazing at the sunrise or the sunset and at the scenery. So go ahead and get comfortable. And I've got a drum here. I'm going to play on this drum just a slow rhythm. And the drum is to keep our attention, keep our focus. If our mind starts to wander into thoughts, the drum is here to help refocus. And as we're doing this, you may hear here in my background, there may be sounds, cars going by, planes flying over, and that may be the case where you are, dogs barking. Just consider all of those sounds part of the overall symphony of music, of sounds around you. Just like the birds or running water or wind. And again, recenter on this drum if you're struggling. And for now, just notice how you're breathing. Without judgment, you can take in a deep breath and do a slow exhale. And with your eyes, go ahead and gaze out into the natural scenery around you. Noticing the places of shadow, the places of light. Noticing the depth, how you can see things up close and far away. Notice the shapes, the textures, the patterns. Look at this landscape as an artist, as a painter. Noticing all these textures and colors and shapes and depth and height. And now lock your eyes into one position straight ahead of you. And without moving your eyeballs, tune into your peripheral vision. Sometimes we call this owl eyes. Tune into your owl eyes, your peripheral vision. Noticing that without moving your eyes, you can see the things out to your sides and the corners of your eye. And also vertically notice how you can see the ground and the sky at the same time. And just hold this vision for a while. You may also notice that when you do this, your vision blurs a little bit. It's because we're not trying to focus our eyes. Instead, we're letting them relax. Relaxing our vision to take in the whole scenery, the whole scene, the whole picture. And now, if you'd like to, you can close your eyes for the next parts. Just let them relax away. We don't need our sense of sight. We're going to tune into our hearing. Our sense of hearing, noticing the sounds around us. The loud, the quiet. The near, the far. And if there's nature sounds, tune into the nature sounds. Crickets, birds, wind and water. Maybe even animals moving, or nuts falling off of a tree. Tune your ears to detect all sound in all directions, not just in front of you, but behind you, to the sides, up above, down below. And now pick out the quietest sound. What's the quietest sound that you can hear? Now pick out a sound that maybe you haven't even noticed yet, that's been there all along. See if there's anything that matches that description. And now to our sense of touch. Notice the position of your body. How are you standing or sitting? Which part of you is making contact with the earth? Notice how your clothes feel on your skin. Notice the parts of you that are warm or cold. See if you can feel the slightest breeze. Is there any wind? Tune into your whole sense of touch, noticing all of this, places of warmth and cool, the breeze, your clothes, the earth, the sunlight or the shadow or darkness. And now sense of smell. Breathe in through your nose. Smelling the air, paying particular attention to any subtle differences in smells, without labeling them even, just noticing. See if you can smell something that's nearby, like the forest floor or water or your pet. Try to detect another smell that you haven't smelled yet. You can even try breathing in quickly, as a dog might do when they're sniffing something. And your sense of taste is closely connected to your sense of smell. And that's the next one, taste. What can you taste in your mouth right now? Can you taste what you last ate or drank? Open your mouth and breathe in through your mouth, tasting the air, feeling, sensing the air. Is it dry? Is it humid? And if your eyes are closed, go ahead and open your eyes and just let them relax right into peripheral vision, owl eyes, relaxed vision, where they're not focusing on anything. And with this peripheral vision, enhance all 5 of your senses. Your ears, nose, your mouth, your skin. Feel everything. Smell it. Taste it. Hear it. See it. Turn all 5 of these senses up. Tune them in more than you ever have before. Notice everything. And if it helps, pick out just a few things at a time to notice. But keeping all 5 of these senses tuned in, heightened. Be like the deer. Be like the fox. Be like the coyote. Hold it, maintain it just a little longer. And come back to your breathing, deep breaths. Just breathe into your abdomen. And take a moment to give thanks, give appreciation for your body, for your senses, for these gifts that you've been given to experience the world. One thing you may have noticed here, while you're doing this sense meditation, a lot of people notice this, that when we engage all 5 of our senses, our mind quiets. It's like our mind can't even think while we're doing that. It's kind of a neat way to get into that quiet mind, or silent mind even, to quiet all the chatter, and it brings us into the present moment. And if that didn't happen for you this time, that's okay. Sometimes it takes some practice with this. Do this while listening to the recording. Try it while not listening to the recording, just going through it on your own. Do this at your sit spot if you have one. Do this while walking even. I usually don't do this full slow meditation while walking. I usually sit. But then while walking, I can just flip that switch and all my senses can turn on. So that's what we want to work towards, is through practice, do this every day or a couple of days a week for several months, and you'll get to that point with intention where you can just switch your senses on with intent, or maybe taking a deep breath and exhaling, and then you switch into your senses. So eventually we can access that more easily until we can do it all the time, and it's never fully off. It's just like a dial that we can turn up or down. It slowly goes down, starts to fade, and we notice it, and then we turn that dial back up. But it's never fully gone. We're always listening and paying attention to things around us. So work with that and enjoy the process. And that is all for today.